Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coin Matters channel. This is in stark contrast to the video I released the day before, in which I discussed the extreme volatility in prices. I mean, I get that we're not talking about a 10 or 20% increase in the near future, but do you have any idea how much it's gone up in the last few weeks alone? I think the figure is around 25%. I suppose I can guess the reason. However, as I indicated yesterday, this level of network activity has never been seen before. A near first in history. Okay, I guess. In March of this year, there was a flurry of activity that would eventually push the price of XRP up by 45%. As I said in a video I posted yesterday, identical behavior is now being observed. What's more, I hadn't done the math, but it turns out that the spike in activity was a 2,600% increase. Things are happening, and they're only going to improve from here on out. Some crypto-centric media outlets have even gone so far as to forecast that XRP could surpass $1 in the near future. It's also in this publication, which is not known for its enthusiasm for XRP. Over the years, I've seen a lot more bad press about Ripple and perhaps XRP than good. Seeing some of these organizations acknowledged in the crypto media as saying, yeah, there's probably gonna be big, always piques my interest. So I'll tell you about all that and more, including insights from a handful XRP community analysts. To clarify, I have zero experience in the financial sector before we go any further. I am not giving any kind of investment advice. Moreover, you should not make any financial decisions based on what I say. I'm merely a hobbyist that occasionally posts films to YouTube about crypto-related subjects. And for lark's sake, I'm recording this at 1:55 a.m. on May 31st, in case anyone's keeping track at home. At the time of this recording, one Bitcoin costs about $27,187, while one XRP is worth 52 cents. Now, I'd want to point out that XRP has gained 3.75% over the past day, whereas Bitcoin has dropped 2.38%. Therefore, taken separately, those aren't extremely spectacular numbers. However, XRP's unconventional behavior stands out. As I move down this page of Litecoin, you can see that the screen is quickly becoming a sea of red. Nor am I suggesting that the FTX suddenly crashed, as in November 2022. While nearly everything else is falling, XRP is rising. Why is that? Since it's even less likely that XRP would rise in value when Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are falling in value. Even so, I wouldn't mind checking it out. With a Bitcoin dominance of 45.69% and a crypto fear and greed index score of 51, you've calculated a market cap for the asset class of $1.15 trillion. This is a chart showing the price of XRP over the past 24 hours, which should give you a good idea of its recent trajectory. You can see that most of the day went sideways, if you consider the entire period of 24 hours. This morning, though, there was a noticeable increase. I say today because I don't consider it tomorrow until after I've gone to bed. I woke up. So I'm going to go ahead and answer yes. Even though it is officially yesterday, I will refer to it as today. That would put it at about yesterday morning at 10:20 a.m., as we can now see. Just because I didn't quite make it through the 53-cent barrier when XRP spiked to 52.9 cents, that doesn't mean I won't try again. Who knows what this is by the time you watch it? Perhaps it's at a greater height now? I have no idea. Even though I can't prove what the price was when I recorded yesterday, it was encouraging to see that it didn't crash and burn after briefly breaking 50 cents for the first time in what feels like an eternity. I also wanted to show you a screenshot that James Rule XRP sent. It's from a cryptocurrency exchange, and it shows the top trending assets in red, including XRP at 9.58% buying, right above Bitcoin. It's okay with me if I watch it. I'd rather not read this article either. However, I feel compelled to mention this bit of BTC-related news. Kryptos's early years were the worst of my life. Once upon a time, I did a fair amount of reporting for them, but I've since stopped because all they ever did was spread lies and half-truths about XRP. And then there's the fact that in years like 2017 and 2018, I just can't picture this kind of headline. But now take a peek at this headline on screen from News BTC. The XRP haters' XRP bullish signal address activity spikes to historical levels. My close pals, though, would have done anything to hide the truth 10 years ago. Or they lie flat out. But that's the sort of thing I've learned to anticipate from you. They had this report where the XRP network activity surge was 2,600%, and the next time you'd be able to buy it for 60 cents. For the time being, I'm going to ignore the fact that it amazes me that this article consistently confuses Ripple, the company, and XRP, the cryptocurrency. Put that in a separate pile for now. Because it annoys me to no end and I try not to dwell on it. The fact that they are highlighting the 20 to 600% rise in this particular issue is really appreciated, and if you're interested in seeing what it looks like, here it is. This is data from the XRP blockchain. The upside is huge, extremely huge, and this isn't an error like that. Look at these little candles. And so, naturally, here's the headline from the Crypto Basic Home, and folks have been wondering why this is the case. As it stands, I see no need to read the article. I'll probably just offer some broad observations on these issues. However, this was labeled XRP rising all week earlier. Does anybody have any idea? Yes, but not in the sense implied by the context of the article. Everyone is aware that the SEC versus Ripple case will soon progress or be resolved. And I anticipate that will have a good effect on the market price. I have faith that good news is on the horizon, and if it is, we'll see if it holds true for XRP. So, does anybody have any idea? I agree, but that's not what their point is. The tone of the piece is more, oh, somebody's in the know about some secret information than anything else. As a result, the cost shoots up. That, however, defies all logic and reason. Nothing about it makes any kind of sense. First of all, if you think Judge Torres or any of her clerks will be leaking this, well, that's unfortunate but understandable. It makes sense. Still, how many people would be aware of that even if it did occur? How much would that help? How many individuals would need to buy XRP for the price to start skyrocketing? No, only a small number. Otherwise, the leak would become public knowledge if news got out at all, and we wouldn't be in the dark about it. No, of course not. That would be ridiculous. This place is full of inane nonsense. So, I thought I'd note that, though I do like the enthusiasm. I value the excitement. Harry at Geraldo XRP, who is widely respected in the XRP community for predicting the start of the greatest XRP bull run in history in the middle of December 2017, has now tweeted about it. And then, 2.5 weeks later, he predicted the same peak with pinpoint accuracy. And by the way, here's what Harry has been saying. I remember within the last 3 or 4 weeks Cameron he was noting that we are going to be seeing ultimately some moves to the upside, which we are now, and I remember covering I don't remember the specifics because it's just been X number of weeks now, but he was saying something will happen probably that was his perspective. We've finally arrived. But look at today's tweets he sent out. XRP. This has the potential to spread far further than bears can afford. That's what I'm hoping anyway. And I enjoy visiting you Joe Perry very much. Then at 11:32 a.m. ET today, blockchain supporter XRP posted this in response to the day's first significant retracement. And then a little later in the day, at around 6:38 p.m., he posted the following here, making it available in full screen for blockchain supporters. It wasn't on my bingo 36 hours ago that XRP would be fighting the 702 retracement today. And yet, here we are. And I know you're excited to see it. Certainly, he does. When it comes to doing the right thing, are we unanimous? Okay, then. Okay, we have the P holders. Also, crypto is developing at a rapid pace. What I mean is that occasionally things that aren't the most expected or expected at all end up happening, and they end up being great, and it makes the place a whole lot more fun. Then, following that, initially, there was speculation. Why, it was just 36 hours ago that bingo wasn't on your bingo. As a blockchain supporter, I'm not sure what people are supposing when they hear me use the word bingo. It's not some sort of coded communication. I don't understand how this is being taken. Unlike the typical saint. In other words, he's going to have a good chuckle over it. The point is that we broke through a level of resistance and must now either wait 7 bars or immediately retreat. We're actually pushing back harder than people may expect. However, there is no lack of analysts. The recent statements from our community that looks like this thing is gonna go and you can't stay right here in this range forever are examples I've been emphasizing. And we still weren't 100% certain. Before the upswing, it was speculated that we could have reached the 30-something cent range. We haven't yet, but other people think it's more likely that we'll drop a little bit in that direction before we head back up. But hey, if I'm wrong and we don't go back to those levels, and this has only shifted the upside, I'll take it. As for the Cointelegraph, we had one of those, too. This article, headlined "Why is XRP Price Up Today?" was just what I was reading. They are guessing about the speculation. It's a passable piece, particularly if the reader is unaware of how the SEC case against Ripple ultimately turned out. Short-term observations, though, and it hasn't always been the friendliest of relationships, are being made. Comparable to the Bitcoin equivalent of their news service. However, they haven't always been the most neutral or helpful when discussing XRP. But even they are acknowledging that XRP could rise to $1 in the very near future. I have no problem with witnessing it. In addition, I felt it was important to highlight the potentially positive context in which this occurs with respect to equities. This is significant since crypto asset classes have typically followed the performance of equities. This is especially true on the larger scales, when unexpected events like the Black Swan occur. And while I do believe we have acknowledged that the degree of correlation has been lower than usual for most of 2023. Together with all of this, these bullish expectations for XRP, in particular with the expectation for this case, I still firmly believe not only is XRP the price artificially suppressed even now, so it's nice to see go to the upside if you're seeing positive attitudes and a risk on sentiment, as this article is getting. I believe that it is being artificially stifled due to a frivolous litigation. Personally, I believe that the most significant reason for the recent favorable developments is the widespread acceptance of the idea that this is the case. To be sure, I have no hard evidence to back up my claim that the SEC versus Ripple case is to blame, but when you consider that the aforementioned case involves breaking news, it's hard to deny that the SEC is to blame. And now, an item from today's Daily Huddle. With the Nasdaq surge picking up steam and the Swiss blocking any upward movement, a bullish trend reversal for Bitcoin appears to be on the horizon. According to data gathered by a blog in Switzerland, a new research from Swiss Black warns that negative investor attitude toward stocks, and in particular the rallying Nasdaq index, might quickly spread to the cryptocurrency market. People, then, consider this. Again, the last couple of days in particular have seen fantastic price action for XRP despite Bitcoin's not-so-hot performance. What if everything flips and Bitcoin starts doing better and even it gets a little bit of a bump, moving in tandem with some positive price action in equities? It's fine with me, and I'll gladly accept your offer. It will lead to a dramatic increase in the value of XRP. The risk to mood is high, yet the show must go on. The company further claims that the reduction in the size of the sell wall over $27,000 from 600 Bitcoin to 129 Bitcoin shows a loss of conviction in sellers' quotes, signaling the beginning of the end and forcing shorts to double down. Time is working against the weak shorts who entered the market as the price bounced closer to the moving averages and the 600 BTC/$27,000 sell wall shrank to 129 BTC. It's an exciting time to be involved in the cryptocurrency market, as a bullish trend reversal seems imminent and a short squeeze might set off the next significant jump in price. I can't speak for the rest of you. However, in general, I had a good 2023 in terms of crypto. And what about you? That is, after escaping the disaster that was 2022. In terms of price movement, that was boring. This ship is straight out of a daydream. And so I expect to improve by the end of this quarter, or perhaps you could just say, certainly by the beginning of the next half of the year, and for the second half of the year, we're going to have a lot more fun. So, yes, I've enjoyed the first half of this year. The year comes to a close, and we reflect on it. Based on what has transpired so far, I think it's highly likely that the second half was a lot more thrilling and enjoyable than the first. So, there's a lot in store for us here. Moreover, my curiosity is through the roof. Give you the clarification on secondary market transactions and the like if we get the good news about XRP that we're hoping for. How that affects the value of XRP is a question I simply must know the answer to. Is this going to be one of those things where you say, yeah, it's fun, but then you have to pay like $2? Or is it going to amount to anything that can produce XRP? Is it possible that we could reach a new record high and enter the period of price discovery? The fact that this has never happened before means that no one is certain. To date, XRP is the only large-cap coin of its kind. That there have been alternative coins in this case. I'm curious as to what the future holds for XRP in particular, given the unprecedented level of global attention it's sure to receive from the likes of traditional media, crypto media, social media, and even your mom, grandma, pappy, sister, and cousin. No matter how many weeks it takes to get there. What could that possibly lead to if not breaking a record? I have no idea. I can only tell you that I share your curiosity and that I won't venture a prediction because I simply don't know. However, if the news is favorable for XRP in terms of regulatory clarity, then I would expect a sizable price increase, at least in principle. I don't know, and I won't try to guess, but that seems like a fair assumption to me. However, because of how close we are, we will discover this fact together. Keep in mind that the arrival of the Hinman emails is still a few weeks away. I'm curious what effect they will have on the price. I'll end this post here, but before I do, I'd like to hear your thoughts in the poll below. I'm having a great time following the cryptocurrency market, and I hope you are too. This has been an exciting year. However, the last few days have been very encouraging as I have gained clarity and a sense of impending completion. You shouldn't buy or sell anything based on what I say because I'm not a financial expert. Please like and subscribe my channel as always. See you in the next one. Bye.